I am ready.
I'm ready. I'm kind of nervous. Like it's actually here. It's the day that all that hard work has gone into. And I'm like not prepared in the sense. But I don't know if everyone else's protocol is the same because I've heard people not have it. But I have my Valium. I guess that's our protocol with our clinic. And also bed rest. I know a lot of people don't even do bed rest. They just have to rest that day of the transfer. But yeah,
so why are you different?
Every doctor's protocol is different. It's like what works for them or what they've seen that works for their patients or clinic. I don't know.
They're very conservative here.
Yeah, well, I guess it should be, right?
Yeah.
If their statistics show that they've done very well, then I guess, it works. I'm here a little early since we stopped to get lunch, and then we have to get there an hour early. Don't know if everyone's the same. So it's like at 3:30, and then we have to be there at 2:30. I guess we're going to be talking to our embryologist, and then of course drinking all the water, and then I guess about 30 minutes before the transfer, they make me take my Valium. So gotta keep drinking the water, making sure my bladder is completely full to make sure it's easy for them. So I don't know if I'll be able to record in there since they didn't like us recording before. But if I can, I'll try to get any clips, and I will let you guys know how today goes. And then I'll probably combine bed rest with this video too. So I will see you guys shortly. Okay. Hey guys. All right, back for an update. Today is 2 days post-transfer. The last clip I showed you guys was on transfer day, and I said that I would probably be combining that with my bed rest time. I haven't done much on bed rest, so I haven't really recorded much, but I wanted to go over transfer and all that entailed on that day. I did tell you guys I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to record anything during that process, because they told us last time that they didn't like us recording inside. But I did get a few short little tidbits when I was there on my Instagram, on my Insta stories. So if you don't follow me there, follow me so you guys can kind of see a more up-to-date, quicker finding things out on there. That link is below. And if you missed anything from my stories, I put that all in my infertility highlights, so you can always find it there. But I wanted to kind of just tell you guys what happened that day. And we got a little clip while we were for our transfer, but I want to tell you kind of what happened leading up to that. So we got to our clinic an hour before, because there's like a process you have to do before your appointment. So you get there early because you need to speak to your embryologist. So the embryologist takes us back first. She goes over that they thawed one embryo survived, and that we still had 10 remaining because we did freeze 11. She went over all the qualities, all of them. Of course, we did transfer a good quality egg, and we didn't do the testing, so we don't know if it's genetically normal. And then she did tell us that it thawed, and it's supposed to start growing still within the 2 hours after it thawed, which it did. So everything was good. There was assisted hatching, so they tell us all that. We sign those papers with that, and then we wait for our nurse to give us instructions from that point. And so then after that, we were able to go back to a room. They take us to a room where the procedure is going to be done. And in that room, I had to get dressed into something with hairnet, and then Henry had to get dressed into something, which I'll go ahead and insert that clip now. So this isn't the greatest angle or the most flattering clothing, but I'm here waiting for the lab and my doctor to get here so we can get this going. My bladder is completely full and I have to pee so bad, but I can make it. I can do it. Henry had to, oh, if you can barely see him, it's dark. Had to gown up too. And they told us that they weren't giving us a picture of our embryo, but that Henry could take a picture of it as long as there was no flash. So we shall see, but I will keep you guys posted once we're done. Alright, bye. And then, as you saw, we were waiting for our embryologist to come back with the embryo and then our doctor. This is, like, I was not expecting, I don't know what I was expecting from this whole procedure, I guess, but I wasn't expecting, I thought it was just gonna be like almost like a standard IUI where just normal stirrups, insert that catheter, the tube, whatever, and, you know, put that embryo in, right? Well, no, they put your legs up on these big old things, strap your legs in, put them in tight, you're all sprawl eagle open, big old light shining down there, and so they're doing the ultrasound. The ultrasound is to see that what they're doing as they're doing it. Your bladder has to be completely full for this. Basically, they want your uterus to be completely like straight, like when they put it in, so it's easier to put in. There's no hassle, and you know they push it in with that little tube or whatever it is that they're using. So there's a test trial that they do first with an empty tubing, and just to check that everything goes in smooth, and it did. So doctor's like, great, perfect. While this is happening, the embryologist calls my husband over, we're all in the same this big room, and says, hey, you can look at the embryo under the microscope and you can take pictures, which he did. I'll try to put the little picture right here. And then when he did that, then he sat back down. They gave my doctor the tubing that goes in. So basically the way that they explained it is there's one artificial little air bubble, empty space, and artificial little air bubble. Within that those air bubbles basically is where the embryo is, and that's how they're able to see, because obviously it's way too tiny to be able to see that in the ultrasound. So we did get a short clip of that actually happening, but it's a shaky video because husband got that on his phone, and you know we weren't supposed to be recording, so he's being really secretive. I'll go ahead and insert it now. But as you can see, it's really quiet, nothing's happening. We can't really tell what's happening because everyone's silent, they're not telling us, but us personally, we do see the first little air bubble, then empty space, and then the second air bubble, little black, looks black. So we knew what was going on, and then afterwards they did give us a little picture, which I have somewhere, but it's so faint, of my uterus, and you can see the little, where the embryo basically is. So that was the process. Super simple. I stayed there for a couple minutes, and then I was placed in a wheelchair because they didn't want me walking around, and then placed into another room where I ended up just relaxing for another little while until the nurse came back and said it was okay to get dressed. So then I got all dressed and finally was able to go to the bathroom to release my bladder. Like, fellow IVFers know the struggle, because man, do you have to pee. And so then they put me again on a wheelchair because they didn't want me walking out. So they put me on a wheelchair, send my husband Henry down to get the car, and they get the car and they wheel me to him, and I'm on my way. And then from there, instructions were bed rest for 48 hours after, and I can't even shower. I haven't even been able to shower. I don't know if that's every clinic, but I guess our clinic does require that. I guess they're very, very conservative, and that's just what they do. So I haven't done much. I've been really relaxing. I've met so many of you on Instagram recently, and we've been able to communicate and talk, and so many of us had our transfers within a couple of days of each other, and It's such an amazing community, and I'm thankful for you guys on here because so many of you have reached out to me and saying that you found me on here and you found me on Instagram now, and you've asked questions or commented on here, and it really is such an amazing community because we are all here for each other. Whether this is a good thing, which will obviously be amazing, and if it's not, I have this community and I have the family and everyone to help me through this. And so we're just praying and hoping and for the best. And I hope it is it for us. But if not, we still have 10 embryos frozen, but we're praying for the best, right? Like, this is it. But yeah, so that's it. Nothing really exciting happens on a transfer. It's pretty basic, easy. Hardest part is your retrieval when you do go under anesthesia, but not for the transfer. I did forget to mention that my clinic makes you take Valium. I don't know why. They say it's because it's such a small dosage, but they say they see that it really helps people relax and even like helps your uterus relax to hopefully help with that process. I was totally fine during the procedure. I did get a little shaky, which I thought was like because I was nervous, but I was actually just really cold. It was super cold in the exam room, in that room, and especially since you're like sprawled eagle and they're like, they clean you down there with like iodine solution and it's super cold, that I think it was just because of that. So, but yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything, follow me on Instagram. You can see more updates on there, or leave comments on here. I am always replying to comments, and I appreciate you guys so much, and don't hesitate to ask questions if you have any questions. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the thumbs up for me, and please continue to follow this journey because we don't know where it's going. Hopefully it's for a BFP very soon, and if not, this journey is still going to continue. So we take our beta test in about 10 days, so I will keep you guys posted. I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks.